Alright, hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading for March and April of 2021. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading, I really appreciate it. Before we begin, I do offer personal readings if you guys are interested. That information is going to be in my description, but otherwise let's get straight into the reading. Alright Scorpio, welcome to your spread. Okay, so right away, this change card is really loud to me for some reason, and I feel like that's because every single zodiac sign, at least so far, has been going through a major change right now, and it's probably just because of the energies of the universe at the moment. I feel like everyone's going through a huge transformation, so hopefully that kind of makes you feel maybe a little less alone. But anyways, let's get into the tarot cards. We have the High Sage, we have the Five of Cups, and the Seeker of Swords. So with the High Sage, this is the High Priestess card. This talks about your intuition, and I feel like your intuition is trying to tell you something. There's something hidden deep within you that is trying to come out. The innermost parts of you are trying to speak to you right now, and there's a big need for you to tap into that energy. With the Five of Cups, I'm seeing that there is a tendency for you guys at the moment, and within the next 2 months, there will be a tendency for you guys to look at the glass half empty. There will be something in the next 2 months that you may need to, it might be a challenge for you to grasp that you've lost something in your life. And take the word lost as kind of with a grain of salt, because it's like whenever we lose something, it was never really ours to begin with, you know? And I mean, that can sound kind of harsh. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That might sound a little harsh, but if something can be taken away from you, that means that you never really actually needed it. Yes, maybe you wanted it, maybe it was very important to you, and maybe it caused a great deal of pain in your life, and I'm not trying to eliminate that at all or like disqualify that. I'm sorry, I'm not coming up with the right words, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to make that lesser, because it is important. And I think in the next 2 months you are going to be going through kind of a loss, or you're going to be grappling, is that even a word? Or like grasping this mindset of like, did I really lose something, or is this just creating space for something else? So I do see that there's something that could be kind of making you a little sad in the next 2 months, but the thing is that this is going to trigger your connection within yourself, your connection to your higher self, and I think you're going to be almost, I don't know why I heard the word spiraling. That's not the right word. It's more so you're going to be kind of getting into this mindset where you're more in your mind here with the Seeker of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. I need you guys to try not to, if this was like a relationship or a person, please try not to stalk them on social media, because that's just going to postpone that change, that much needed change that you really need in your life. But if that's not resonating with you, if that's not the case, this is actually a really good energy that you're harnessing, because it's taking you out of your feelings and into your mind. And I see you having a really sharp perception in the next 2 months. I see you having really sharp, good ideas, and I think they are spawned from this place of pain that you've been feeling, this place of intensity, of loss. And I think deep down, your intuition, your higher self is like trying to push out these ideas and trying to get you to kind of embrace these outlets that you have in as a place to put that energy that you've been feeling, so that you're not carrying this burden of loss with you all the time. With the Change card here, it says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. And that's exactly right. The only constant in life is change. The only constant in life is change. So it's important to be able to move with it, to become mutable with it. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so that means it's hard for you guys. It's especially harder for you guys to get out of a certain place or accept change. Change is hard for you guys to accept. It's hard for you guys to embrace. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. But I would like to say that I think Scorpio is a decent fixed sign. That Scorpio is a fixed sign that can change, but the thing is that your version of change, it's going to be complete and utter transformation to the 10th degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be extreme. Scorpio doesn't just change, Scorpio transforms. So I see you guys transforming in the next 2 months. We have don't stop. Exactly. If there's any points in your journey, especially in the next 2 months, where you feel like giving up, please don't. Continue going. Your angels want you to know, don't stop, because you're on the verge of something really great. You're on the verge of a really great breakthrough, is what I heard. And believe in the impossible. Exactly. The impossible, whatever that is to you guys, it can totally happen for you. This blue moon card, what does it say? What's the saying? Once in a blue moon. This energy that you're experiencing right now is once in a blue moon. This is rare. So it's very important for you guys to take a hold of that and light yourselves forward, charge forward with these ideas that you have. Turn that emotion, turn that inner knowing into ideas. Write everything down. Draw everything. Really create vision boards. Like, there was another zodiac sign so far that has had a kind of a similar message to you guys. I forget who it was, but they were also like in the same energy of like, you know, creating a vision for yourself for the next 2 months for you guys to hurtle towards, because this energy, it's really potent for you right now. Even though you're feeling some pain and loss, you guys know how to take pain and loss and become a complete and utter like phoenix rising out of the ashes type of person and create something amazing from the things that you've gone through. And I think here with the High Sage, you know this. You know that that is true. Okay, guys, so I'm going to pull some fairy cards for you and see what else we get. All right, guys, so we have celebration. We have motivation. And we have moderation. Okay, first off, this is kind of funny and it's probably random, but the way that they both end in shun, like celebration, motivation, moderation, that's kind of interesting. I don't know why, it's interesting to me. But anyways, so with celebration here, it says, get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out to dance and play. An invitation may be on the way. And then with motivation, we have, when spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and go do it. That's exactly what I was talking about. Okay, give me a second. We have moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. Okay, guys, so with celebration, this is telling me that there could be somebody kind of reaching out to you at some point and maybe inviting you to hang out with them or something like that. Or there's a need for you guys to like celebrate yourselves and celebrate the accomplishments that you have attained so far in this journey. If you're like in school, maybe you get a really good grade or something like that. At work, maybe you get a raise. There's something that is deserving of a celebration, though, that's going to come into fruition in the next 2 months. With motivation, that's exactly what I was talking about. It was like turning that sadness into something tangible, into something real, something that you can benefit off of. Turn your sadness into happiness, turn your sadness into positivity. If there's something that you've been thinking about with the Seeker of Coins, this is all about thoughts. but it's the page, it's the seeker, so it's just the beginning. It's like the sprouting of those thoughts. So with motivation, it's telling me take those thoughts, put them into action. It's totally worth it. And with moderation, it could be like exactly what the card says. Maybe you guys need to eat a little like cleaner or something like that, but otherwise, if that's not the case, this can be moderation in terms of anything in your life. I'm seeing like moderation in terms of maybe like self-pity or like that sadness, you know. Make sure that you're doing things in moderation. Don't like go to the extreme of something. Life needs balance, you know. Scorpios can be known to be a bit extreme, but the thing is that most of life functions in the gray area. So there's a need for you guys to have some moderation in terms of like everything. Make sure that you're not going to one extreme or the other. Make sure that you're seeing all sides of a situation, all points of view, and that goes for saying, especially with that sadness, like make sure you're not on that one end of the spectrum where it's like everything sucks and this is horrible. Try, even though it might be hard, to go on the other side of the spectrum and talk about, hey, maybe this was for a good reason. Maybe I learned something from this. Okay guys, so now we're going to go into the Romance Angel Oracle deck, and I'm going to pull one card for singles and one card for couples. Okay, for single Scorpios, we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is telling me that there's someone in your life that you definitely are interested in, that you have an eye on, and like the card says, this could be the one. Keep an open mind. You know, they could be someone that you could be really attracted to and that it could work out and become like a great thing. But it could also go the other way. So actually, I'm going to pull another card for you guys just to see if there's any other messages about that. Okay guys, so we have trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so for singles, there could be someone in your life that you have your eye on. The universe is saying for you to trust in the situation. I feel like they're working in the background. Can you see this like little Cupid angel here? It's like they're working in the background to make this happen, or to just trust their process, because that is exactly what's meant to happen. That's what's meant to be. Don't try to force anything or control anything in the situation. Just let it unfold naturally and let your angels have your back with this one. All right, so for Scorpio couples, this is really interesting. So we have here, stay optimistic about your love life. And we also have reconciliation. So to be honest, with Scorpio couples, I'm kind of seeing some rough waters with your partner or with your relationship right now, but I am seeing that there is a need here, obviously, like the card says, to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And then reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. So I feel like you guys could have had a break or something, and now you guys are kind of coming back together, and I think that it's going to be a little more positive this time around. That being said, I know the card isn't here, but there's a card in this deck that's like, pay attention to the red flags. I feel like make sure you guys are paying attention to the connection and make sure you're not repeating any of the same mistakes, because that's just going to become a cycle that never ends, you know? That being said, I'm also seeing for a few of you, not all of you, that there could be someone from the past that comes into your connection that maybe tries to shake up those foundations. Don't fall for this person's trickery. I feel like they're just trying to mess up your relationship. So I would stay focused and committed on your person and stay optimistic, exactly, and try to stay positive. And all you can really do is control how you function in the relationship. So just make sure that you're putting in everything that you can into the relationship. Make sure that you're doing everything you can with the best intentions that you can. And yeah, see where the relationship goes from there. I mean, in the next 2 months, I feel like, honestly, most of you, this is the main message I'm getting, is that most of you are gonna possibly take a little break from your partner, and you're gonna come back into that connection like with a more positive, optimistic outlook on it, and I think maybe that break was helpful for both of you. Alright guys, so now I'm going to pull some last cards for any last messages from the reading and any zodiac signs that you guys might be dealing with in the next 2 months. Alright guys, so we have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, so you could be dealing with a Sag. A new start is coming. new moon. And we also have the answers you need are coming. Okay guys, so yeah, exactly. There's a need for you guys to look at the bigger picture and the potential that you have to create something brand new, because a new start is coming. And this card has been coming up for so many people. I would say that a lot of people are going through this, but regardless, this is such potent energy. It's such great energy that you have to work with. So there's a big need for you to take those ideas that you have with the Seeker of Swords and put them into physical reality. This new start is going to be amazing. It's going to be everything that you need. You just have to embrace it. Embrace that change that we were talking about earlier. And the answers that you need are coming, full moon in Gemini, so you could also be dealing with a Gemini. Otherwise, what I'm getting from this card is that whatever pain that you had to deal with, whatever loss that you went through, you are going to figure out the answers about this loss are going to come to you in the next 2 months. So what I mean by that is that you're finally going to know why this thing happened, why you went through this loss, why it was beneficial to you, why you needed to go through this in order to become the person that you are now, or the person that you will be at the end of these 2 months, because you're going to go through such a huge transformation. And I feel like finally those thoughts that you have, they're going to be pushed out into reality, and you're going to be able to manifest so much for yourself. So yes, Scorpio, that is what I see for you in the next 2 months. I hope this brought you some clarity and guidance. Please let me know if it resonated in the comments below. Think of leaving a like, think of subscribing, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, all that information is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.